Well, Mary Kay, we got to meet Gregg Williams today, the Browns' new defensive coordinator, and I will certainly say this, he did not disappoint in his first press conference.
Oh, he sure did not. He really won that press conference, and my takeaway, Dan, was that Hugh Jackson has met his match on the other side of the football. You're talking about a fiery, dynamic offensive guy, and now the same thing on defense. I think there will be plenty of fireworks now on both sides of the ball.
And there's been so much talk of culture change here, and Gregg Williams certainly represents that. He talked a lot about judging guys in meetings, how they sit, whether they're slouching, whether they have their feet on the ground, competition, and especially with Hugh Jackson, talked about leaving notes around the office and said when you watch practice, and we'll get to watch practice and OTAs and training camp, you're going to see the offense and the defense get after each other.
Yeah, he was even judging whether or not we were slumped over in our seats a little bit today. So, yeah, he brought so much to the table, and he gave us so much insight into what he wants and what he believes. And he says no one will ever ask you to be more physical, more attacking, and more aggressive, and I'll back you up on this. So, and we know that at times, people think that he has crossed the line. He would not talk about that, wasn't going to go there with Bountygate. That's behind him.
Yeah, now of course he did mention that they're going to run multiple schemes. It's not going to just be 4-3 or 3-4. I think he said he had 42 different formations and schemes he'd run out there. And the other thing, they're not going to let the offense dictate things. He wants his defense to attack, but that also comes down to talent too.
Absolutely, and the other thing, the other takeaway that I got out of this was you have guys on this Browns defense that some people think they need to pick it up a notch, not just during the game, but during the work week, during practice, and I see big things ahead for guys like Danny Shelton that, I just think he's going to thrive in this type of system. Jamie Collins, if they can bring him back, I think that he'll end up working even harder for a guy like Gregg Williams.
We've seen lots of guys come in here and win press conferences. Gregg Williams certainly did that today here in Berea.